Hi, I'm Luka and welcome to this video, I guess. Today I'm gonna share my secrets with you on how to lose weight and get super fit and sexy and ready for the summer. Only if that's what you want, of course. I'm a certified expert, professional fitness and diet coach with lots of I'm joking, I'm sorry. Okay, but 4 years ago I was overweight and then I embarked on this weight loss journey and I lost around 20 kilograms. And since then I've been pretty much keeping my weight at a stable level, so that's pretty good. And I just want to share my experiences with you. Unfortunately, I'm not a certified expert, but I have watched every single YouTube video that was out there in 2017 on weight loss and fitness and dieting. So I've learned things from that and also my own journey because, I mean, it worked out, right? And since I've made like a video on TikTok about my weight loss journey, people keep asking me for weight loss advice. And there's also so much misinformation, or I guess misleading information out there, and that's driving me crazy. Sometimes I see these what I eat in a day videos on TikTok and people eat like 1,200 calories, and it just makes me feel so uncomfortable. And sometimes there's just really specific advice out there, which of course is valid, but it's kind of useless if you haven't got the basics down first. So in this video we're gonna sort out the basics, the foundation for your weight loss or fitness journey, or whatever you're trying to achieve. That's also why I'm trying to keep this to a minimum, so I picked the 3 most important tips in my opinion. And if you only pay attention to these 3 things, it should already make a big difference. And later on in your journey you can still make some tweaks and improvements and stuff like that, yeah. Okay, my first tip is just to eat more vegetables. Wow, what a big surprise. No, but for reals, vegetables are your friend. They're so good for you, they're so healthy, and they have almost 0 calories. I think before I did my weight loss journey, I wasn't really paying attention to how many vegetables I was eating. Sometimes I would eat vegetables, but I never made it a priority. And now I think a meal is not a complete meal if there aren't vegetables in it. Excluding breakfast, I don't eat vegetables for breakfast, but I eat fruit in my breakfast, which is also nice. So I think before my problem was definitely that my portions were too big. For example, I would cook pasta and then I would eat so much pasta and probably still not feel full. So that was not useful, I guess. You can mix in some vegetables with almost any dish, and like I said, almost 0 calories, so many vitamins, so delicious as well. Learn to love vegetables. Try out all the vegetables there are and just find your favorite vegetables and then eat them all the time. Now I love vegetables so much, I think they're really delicious, and yeah, I couldn't go without vegetables anymore. Obviously, ultimately, weight loss comes down to being in a calorie deficit for a long period of time. But if you eat lots of vegetables, it's not gonna feel like you're restricting yourself too much, because like I said, you can eat as many vegetables as you want. You got my permission. And then your portions are still gonna feel like they're the same size, but they have way less calories because of the percentage of vegetables in your dish. Just Google these pictures of like 100 grams of rice versus 100 grams of broccoli, and you can clearly see the difference in volume there. I think I talked enough about vegetables. Go eat them, they're mwah. My second point is also kind of obvious, but I feel like it needs to be said again. Go and find a type of exercise that you enjoy and that you can sustain for a longer period of time. Obviously, everybody knows that exercising burns calories, so it helps with your weight loss. Exercise has lots of other great benefits as well, so even if you're not trying to lose weight, you should exercise. It's fun. But I think that's exactly the problem here. People see exercising as like the means to an end goal of losing weight, so they're not doing the exercise because they're actually enjoying it, but because they think it's gonna help them lose weight. And I guess there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but I feel like you should also enjoy the process, then it's gonna be a lot easier for you. I just feel like you're gonna be more motivated if you actually enjoy the exercise that you're doing. And often I can observe people getting too specific here as well. People are looking for the best type of exercise to lose weight, which exercise burns the most calories, which exact exercise builds the most muscle, should I exercise in the morning, in the evening, on an empty stomach, whatever. And yes, of course, those are things you can think about, but I think you should start with the basics. Just pick one type of exercise and start doing it regularly. Any type of exercise is gonna be beneficial. Like, don't try to optimize too much. Also, don't feel like you have to do high intensity cardio or lift like super heavy weights to lose weight. Of course, you can do that, but if you're not enjoying it, do something else. As you can see, I'm very passionate about this. No, but for reals, if you like going for walks, for example, that also counts. I mean, it doesn't burn as many calories, obviously, but that doesn't matter. If you enjoy it, you're probably gonna keep doing it regularly, and that's the most important part. Weight loss doesn't happen overnight anyways, or in a week, or in a month. It's a long process. Feel free to try out different types of exercise and yeah, just enjoy the process. And now my last tip is probably the most important one. I don't want to sound too philosophical, but you need to start looking inside, if you know what I mean. What is your why? What is the exact reason you want to lose weight. There is no right or wrong reason. If your reason is that you want to look super sexy when you go on your beach holiday, then that's fine. If you just want to feel more comfortable and more at home in your own body, that's also fine. But just try to be clear on why you're doing this, because that's gonna help a lot with motivating you. Especially when you hit a plateau and all that motivation from the beginning is gone, then it's really important to remind yourself why you're doing this. Do some soul searching and really try to work on your emotional patterns. I can only speak for myself here, of course, but I feel like for a lot of people, being overweight is a very emotional thing. Eating food is like a coping mechanism. It like gives you some sort of comfort or distraction from life or whatever it is. Maybe that's a bit too simplified, but essentially me being overweight had a lot to do with me suppressing my emotions and not, you know, dealing with things. And I think that's something that's really important to be aware of, because if we don't change these emotional patterns, then, you know, we lose weight and then we gain the weight back because, you know, we didn't work on the emotional stuff. So I think during this whole process I worked really hard on communicating my emotions better, first of all, and then also finding different habits and coping mechanisms in general. For example, before the weight loss journey, I would eat a meal, and even if it was a really big portion, I would still never really feel full afterwards. Maybe because there was this emotional void that couldn't be filled. I don't want to get too metaphorical, but I think you get what I'm trying to say here. I can't tell you exactly how I changed that because I'm not even sure myself, but I don't really have this anymore at all, and I'm really glad about that. Maybe I just learned that no matter how much food I consume, it's not gonna change anything really. And nowadays I exercise a lot to deal with stress and anxiety, which I guess is a win-win situation. By the way, I'm still not really good at dealing with my emotions. I have still such a long way to go. And in a way, exercising is maybe just another distraction, but I think it's a healthier coping mechanism, I guess. Alright, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just gonna end it here. But I hope you enjoyed it, I hope it was helpful, and if you have any more questions, leave them down below and I'll try to answer them. You got this, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!